Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel where it's all about racing. I'm Mark and today we're going to explore a 2016 Porsche, yeah you guessed it, 919 Hybrid. Well, the Porsche 919 is a Le Mans prototype LMP1 dual hybrid racing car built and raced by Porsche from 2014 to 2017 for the FIA World Endurance Championship, WEC. I'm sure this is a car all of you remember. Now, the Porsche was named the 919 Hybrid to acknowledge Porsche's embarkation into hybrid car technology and to honor its tradition of similarly named vehicles of which competed at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Now, the Porsche Works team would compete in 34 races with 17 wins, 43 podiums, and 20 poles. The team would also win three consecutive Constructor and Drivers Championships, 2015, 2016, and 2017. Now, one thing that always bothers me about these Porsche Le Mans or these Porsche Dealership Collectors editions is the fact that you get this plastic base, not the standard wooden base that you get on a regular Porsche model, and you pay a premium for this. Believe me, they cost more than does the standard Porsche. And you don't get the names on the opposite side of the base. And if you take a close look at the cabin here, which we're going to look at, there are no names to be found anywhere on it. I don't understand it. I don't know if that's something that was missed on this, or there was, sometimes these are distributed for other reasons other than retail sale. This could be one of those. I don't know. But anyhow, the three drivers were all platinum drivers. I mean, that's no surprise. This car won Le Mans. You have Romain Dumas from France, Neil Janney from Switzerland, and Mark Lieb, a Dutchman. Now, the number one team would win the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and 7 other races in 2016 would also score 166 points, enough to win the 2016 WC Drivers Championship. Now, as I mentioned, this wasn't a standard issue Spark. This is part of the Porsche's Dealership Limited Edition collection, even though there's nowhere on this car anything, identifying it as being limited edition. I know that they are. They only make so many of them. They typically distribute these through Porsche dealerships, through Porsche clubs, and select retailers. They come in these oversized boxes like you see here. This one is gray. You always have this Porsche logo on the top of it, of the jewel cover. And they always have acrylic jewel covers. Typically the sides sometimes have something on. This one has absolutely nothing on the sides and the rear. On the bottom of it, it's got the usual Spark stuff that you expect. Now, as for the car, it's a beauty. You expect this from Spark. Details are outstanding. Take a look at the tires and wheels. Very, very nicely done. I particularly love how you've got these, I don't know, you could call it maybe groundwork along the side rail here. You can also see, and you see the nice carbon fiber trim there. How this is, I don't exactly know how to describe it, but it's pretty doggone neat. Standard shape of the cars of that time and that era. A close look into the cabin doesn't show much. It's very hard to see in there. It's charcoaled out. You do have a number of cool areas and a pitot tube on the top. Also got a couple more on the nose. I mean, this thing was loaded with them. The mirrors, if I pull back a little bit, you can see are really nicely done with carbon fiber. You see Chopard on it. And the livery is really unique. It's one of the things I really liked about these cars. And I know that I believe they had 3 Porsches they entered at Le Mans. One with this black and white livery, another red and white, and I think it might have been gray and white with another. I'm not sure. I do know somebody on YouTube that has done a review of all 3 of these cars all together. Really cool. And here's a cool look at it from the front. I mean, everything you would expect from Spark. Attention to detail. You've got the front splitter here. You've got dive planes. You've got the connecting rods, headlights, the big, huge openings to cool the brakes and the wheels. Got more aerials. You kind of get a look in the cabin, but you really can't see much there, unfortunately. Big, huge air scoop on the top of it, supplying air for that longitudinally mounted engine that you have on here that produces about 900 horsepower, if I remember correctly. Hybrid P1. Passenger side, not much different from the front. You do have the big fuel input there on that side, right by the B pillar. Now here's a cool look from the rear, and I really like these exhausts. I think they are just awesome looking. Rear diffuser. See the big wing on there, and there's another cool look at the exhaust. We're going to take a look at this livery from the top. This is what really shines. Now that is really, really cool. I guess you could say the base color is white and it's got these black and gray. And I don't know if that's Porsche that is basically somehow some part of the livery. I'm not sure. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. I know I should know, but I just don't. Anyhow, that wraps it up. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. See you next time.